Today we're making chicken and dumplings. So let's get started. For our chicken and dumplings, we are going to need about 4 to 5 chicken breasts depending on the size of your breast, some chicken broth, some cream of chicken soup, salt, pepper, a couple of cans of store-bought biscuits, and flour. So let's get started. Alright, so we have a large pot with about 8 cups of water on medium high, and we're going to add just a little bit of salt to this, and then once it starts boiling, we'll add our chicken breast. Alright, so our 8 cups of water is at a nice rolling boil, so now we are going to add in our chicken breasts. And when you put them in, you do want to give them a good stir so they don't stick to the bottom. All right, and now our last one. Here we go. Alright, so we are going to let these boil for about 45 minutes till they're fork tender. And once that's done, so our chicken has been boiling for about 25 minutes. And if needed, you can always add in more water to your chicken if it gets too low. So we're going to let this continue cooking. Alright, so our chicken is done. So we're going to remove that from the pot. And as you can see, we need to add some more water to this. And we're going to turn the temperature down a bit. So I'm adding another 4 cups of water to the pot. And then we're going to be adding in our cream of chicken soup. Give that a good stir. And get another spoon here. There we go. We're also going to add in our 32 ounces of chicken broth. Alright, we're going to give this a stir. And we're going to let this come back up to a boil. And while that's going, we're going to get our dumplings ready. So while our broth is coming back to a boil, we've got our biscuits, and we're going to take them and dip them in the flour. And we're going to roll them out a bit. And then we're going to cut them into fourths. And we're going to set them on a plate. So we're going to continue doing this with all our biscuits, and then once our broth is back up to the boil, we're going to add these into the broth. So we finished cutting up our dumplings. Now we're gonna have to shred up our chicken breasts. So we're still waiting for our broth to come back up to a boil. So we're gonna get these shredded up so that way they'll be ready to be added once the dumplings have been done. So I'm gonna continue doing this and then we'll be back. So our broth is at a nice slow rolling boil. So we're gonna slowly add these in. And the flour on the biscuits will slowly thicken up the broth some. And we don't want to overcrowd this. So we're going to let this cook for a few minutes and then we're going to keep adding some more dumplings. Alright, so I am adding in the last of our dumplings. Oop, oop. Alright, so we're going to let this continue to cook and we'll just continue pressing our dumplings down and then we'll be back shortly. Alright, so our dumplings are continuing to cook and as you can see they're slowly no longer floating. So to this we're going to start off with a teaspoon of black pepper and then give that a stir. Come on. And then we're also going to add in a little bit more chicken broth. About another cup or two. And we're going to let this come back up. Let's give this a quick taste, see if we need any salt. So we're good for now and we're going to let this continue. Alright, so I ended up adding about another teaspoon of pepper. So now we're going to add in our chicken. And then I'm going to give this a stir. And we're going to let this cook for about another 15 minutes. And then right, so our chicken and dumplings have been cooking for another 15 minutes and they're ready to go. So we're going to plate this up some for lunch. And there we go. So if you find that your broth is a little thin, what you can do is mix a tablespoon of water and a tablespoon of cornstarch together and then add that into your broth to thicken it up. But I prefer mine just like it is. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. New videos are posted every Tuesday at 4 p.m. And until next time, enjoy.